Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. And the Falcons will kick it away to start. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Ohio Bobcats offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Hurst. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quick strike complete. Finally pulled down, but not before, moving the chains for a first down. And the Falcons are on the move. The running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Urlacher. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Falcons are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic. There's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hurst. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Brings up second down.
At the 45 on its way. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch.
There it is. Hey, what's up, Greg? How you doing, buddy?
Opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
down. Here comes this offense. He's going to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Bobcats. And the defense doing work. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw. It's Urlacher. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On third down, going up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got to be searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Lining up for the PAT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Shoots it to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the run, it's Douglas. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. Gets away. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's moving out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Pocket starts to collapse. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BG. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Urlacher. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And tackled there by the defense.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
He's got his man. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. The Falcons are in the red zone. They're going to run it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Easy. The give to the tailback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill.
Touchdown, Falcons! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Tosses it incomplete. this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hurst. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to Davis. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll put the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to...
He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll ride Davis here. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air. It's Urlacher. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
He's going to take off. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bobcats are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A third and long coming up here. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success,